Welcome to my new series, How to Act Professional at the Stock Market. Actually, there are two main positioning options. The first one would be to have a regular market performance, and the second would be to have an outperformance. Starting with position 1, the market performance. This is best done with investing monthly in so-called exchange-traded funds, ETFs, and there would be several advantages. So first of all, as we can see here on the left side, the fees are quite low. They are between 0.2 to 0.5% per year, which is quite low. Also, what we see in the middle, you would not have any research time screening the stock market. So if you don't want to cope with the stock market and have to do other things in life which attract you more, this is quite interesting for you. And at least you would get, what we see on the right side, an average return of 7% per year. This is measured from the last decade. It's around 7 to 8% per year. Why ETFs are so attractive can we see with this graph here. There's a comparison between ETFs and active managed funds, and we see here the percentage of European equity funds outperformed by benchmark. Benchmark would then be the ETFs. And if we just go here on the left side on the global columns, we see that in the 1 year time frame, we see that 80% of the benchmark of the ETFs would outperform active managed funds. And if we have a look on a larger horizon, finance horizon of 10 years, for example, then we see that nearly all ETFs would outperform active managed funds. And this you can see also when comparing it to different regions, emerging Europe or US, the pattern is everywhere the same. The next thing which is very interesting is the so-called cost average effect. So when you would invest monthly in an ETF with a fixed amount, let's say we do it with $100, then the idea behind it would be when the share prices are high, we call it expensive, you would buy less. And if the share prices are low, so it would be cheap, you would buy more. And we can see this in this graphic here. For example, stick to the $100 we want to invest monthly, and maybe here at that point you have $50 price of the ETF. You would buy only 2 shares because it's expensive, but here at the $25 price you would buy 4 shares of the ETF. And then over time you get a really good average buying effect, which helps you to have a better performance in the long run. So position 2, as mentioned in the beginning, would be the market outperformance, and this could be only done with stock picking, so with a concentrated portfolio, and the fees here are compared to ETFs higher. It's important to choose a good broker because the fees depend on the broker, and you have to do much more research, so you really have to dive into it. So I would say at minimum 10 hours a week to have a good overview of the market, to see trends, to do your screening. But in the end, you should get a better average return, which could be 12 to 25% per year. So I would say 25% are really only achieving really good traders, but 12 to 15%, which is also really a lot, is achievable. And what is outperformance doing to your money? Why does performance matters? I have here a very simple graph where I try to depict it. So let's assume we start in year 0 with $1,000 and you have the blue line. This would be an average return of 7% per year, and you have the orange line, which would be 13% per year. Then you would figure out after 15 years, you would have with 7% per year around $3,000 in this case. So you tripled your money, but if you have 13% per year, you would have the 6-fold amount of money. You would have more than $6,000. And that's why stock picking is of interest if you have the time and the interest for it. So to sum this session today up, you have to find a position which fits your preferences. If you have the time and are interested, you can do stock picking. If not, and you have to do better things in life, maybe play golf or enjoy a cold drink at the pool, then you can go with the ETFs. And regarding the outperformance, I will come up with more videos soonish, so stay tuned and thank you.